From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, April the 22nd, 2025. An IDF soldier was killed this weekend in Gaza. 35-year-old warrant officer Jalab Suleiman al-Nasasra from the Bedouin community of Rahat was, according to an initial investigation, among a group of soldiers driving to an IDF post inside Gaza when Hamas terrorists emerged from a tunnel shaft and launched an RPG at their vehicle. Al-Nasasra was a tracker in the IDF. He is the first Israeli soldier killed in Gaza since the IDF resumed its operation against Hamas on March the 18th. 5 other soldiers were injured in the incident, 2 of them seriously. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu mourned al-Nasasra, saying the entire people of Israel salute him for his heroism. The IDF, together with Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, eliminated a Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorist in Gaza who it said took part in the October 7th massacre, and during the subsequent war promoted the launching of rockets towards the territory of the State of Israel. He was among a number of terrorists and more than 200 terrorist targets, the IDF said, who were hit by Israeli aircraft over the past 72 hours. The IDF also said it eliminated deputy head of Hezbollah's weapons smuggling unit on Sunday, saying that he operated to smuggle weapons and funds into Lebanon in order to rebuild and rearm Hezbollah's military capabilities. Talks are said to be continuing in Cairo towards efforts to reach an agreement with Hamas that would see the release of the hostages abducted on October the 7th, still held in Gaza, with reports of a new proposal that is being presented. The 59 hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza have now been captive for 564 days. Well, we turn now to response from Israel and the Jewish world to the passing of Pope Francis. Israel's President Isaac Herzog sent condolences to the Christian world and the Christian communities in Israel in particular, saying the pontiff rightly saw great importance in fostering strong ties with the Jewish world and in advancing interfaith dialogue. I truly hope that his prayers for peace in the Middle East and for the safe return of the hostages will soon be answered. The Pope, who had also met with the families of some of the hostages, also of late expressed criticism of Israel, like condemning Israeli airstrikes in Gaza this past December. And Jewish groups noted some disagreements, but also stressed their gratitude for the Pope's stance against anti-Semitism and for religious tolerance. World Jewish Congress President Ronald Lauder saying the Pope was deeply committed to fostering interfaith dialogue and ensuring that the memory of the Holocaust remained a guiding lesson for future generations. Lauder also saying while there were moments of difficulty, particularly in recent months, I remain deeply appreciative of his warmth, humility, and unwavering dedication to meaningful engagement between faith communities. B'nai B'rith International's Director of United Nations and Intercommunal Affairs, David Michaels, said, notwithstanding any religious or other differences between us, we will remember Pope Francis for his personal humility, his long-standing friendship with Jews and accessibility to Jewish leadership, and his decrying of enduring anti-Semitism. The American Jewish Committee noted, while Israel's defensive fight for survival after the horrific massacre by Hamas on October the 7th yielded both papal empathy and criticism, significant Jewish disappointments with this and other matters were navigated in the spirit of 6 decades of the post-Nostra Aetate relationship. AJC Director of Interreligious Affairs Rabbi Noam Marin saying, in that spirit, we are grateful for Pope Francis's indispensable leadership and contributions in this shared journey. New U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee presented his credentials to President Herzog yesterday. who said his appointment is a powerful symbol of the unbreakable bond between the United States and Israel, rooted, Herzog said, in shared values, and noted the shared commitment to Israel's security and to see the hostages back home.
I know you, Mike, share both our heartbreak and our absolute resolve to see every last hostage freed from the Hamas dungeons and returned to their loved ones immediately, every last one.
To serve in a role that I pray will lead to times when the Israeli people can go to bed at night not fearing that a siren will waken them and force them into a shelter because enemies are irrationally dedicated to destroy them.
God bless you. God bless America. God bless Israel. Shalom. Thank you and Bruchim Habaim.
Prime Minister Netanyahu hosted Huckabee last night together with U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno and expressed his appreciation for the deep ties between Israel and the U.S. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, April the 22nd at 7 o'clock. Abe Foxman is on the ISGAP Hour. At 8, Justin Pine sits with Chihiro Sugihara, grandson of Chiune Sugihara, who risked everything to save thousands of Jews during the Holocaust, as well as Rabbi Avram Mlotek, the grandson of 2 of the many Jews Sugihara saved. At 9, Avi Hoffman talks about his project, the Dachau Album. At 10, it's Good Week Israel. At 10:30, an encore of the news. And coming up next, the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, April the 22nd, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.